can you see me? I'm outside today at the quayside, so I thought I'd do my APAM, Asexual Perspectives Awareness Month day 14 video. I thought I would do it outside for you, near my home. The quayside next is absolutely beautiful. I love it to bits. I'm very blessed to be here. Have a quick look. I don't know if you can see it. Oh. So yeah, it's really beautiful. Can you see it? Really beautiful. And it's very, very sunny at the moment. So yeah, I just thought I'd do one outside for a change. So, can asexuals cheat? Well, there seems to be this thing in people's minds that asexuals can't cheat, that because they don't have sex with other people, they can't cheat in a relationship. It just, cheating for asexuals doesn't exist. And one of the things that people find the most attractive about being with an asexual in a relationship is they know they're not going to cheat. And whilst they agree they're not going to cheat if they're a genuine asexual by going and having sex with someone else or anyone else, then they can still cheat. So what are the ways that some asexuals can cheat? They can emotionally cheat. So basically a lot of love is really based on emotional connection, and about you know, how it's that emotional connection. Even with people who aren't asexual, they're emotionally connected to people. Now some people, you might notice, they have a boyfriend or girlfriend or husband or wife, yet they're emotionally invested in someone else, and they're not in a relationship with that someone else, but they're emotionally invested in them, whereas they're less invested emotionally with their partner or their boyfriend, girlfriend, you know, their other half, as it were, because for some reason they just don't fit like that. But you could say that that is cheating, because they're, you know, they're sort of more close to someone emotionally than they are to the person they're supposed to be in the relationship with. So you see, cheating means different things to different people. We all know that commonly having penetrative sex with someone else while you're in a relationship, if you're in a monogamous relationship, is cheating. But also in the heterosexual world, as it is, if your partner, if you have a partner and they're kissing someone else, that is also seen as cheating usually. If you're kissing them on the lips, it's seen as, you know, basically cheating. Even though you're not having sex, it's still seen as cheating. So cheating is not just limited to intercourse. So, you know, it never has been, even in the heterosexual world. So why people think that just because someone isn't having that, you know, the penetration, that, you know, that's the only way you can cheat. It's not true. You know, why do you think that if people kiss each other on the lips in a heterosexual relationship and they're supposed to be in a partnership, they don't tell their partner, because they know their partner wouldn't like it? Okay, because it's not what you should be doing, is it, in a monogamous heterosexual relationship, for example. So with asexuals, yeah, you can emotionally cheat on someone. Also, I'm going to be really daring and say this now. Also, I know some aromantics can get really intimate with their friends. Now, if you were in a relationship with an aromantic and they were cuddling their friend, you could say that was cheating, unless it's acceptable in the relationship and you've agreed those boundaries and agreed that that's fine for that to happen. Because, you know, just because obviously asexuals, as a general rule, they're not into having sex. So if they're there cuddling, that's kind of equivalent to their sex, if you know what I mean. That's equivalent of physical intimacy. So I personally wouldn't like it if my boyfriend or obviously I'm not into women, but I wouldn't like it if my boyfriend was cuddling another person, because I think cuddling is just reserved for a relationship. So I don't think I couldn't be with an aromantic person who went around cuddling their friends, for example, because to me that's cheating. That's a boundary that shouldn't be overstepped in friendship. But you see what I mean? Some aromantics, that's part of who they are. That's part of what they do with all their friends, and it's just a normal friend thing to them. So when you thinking about getting a relationship with someone, you know, even if they're asexual, you need to really stipulate the boundaries. Like, I got a friend called Sam who's pan-romantic, and I totally 100% trust him, even as a friend, because I know in a relationship he has the same sort of boundaries as me. Yeah, we're just friends. That's, you know, that's like I just said. But because he has the same boundaries as me in an actual relationship, it means that I 100% trust him, because I know that he doesn't cheat on his, you know, if he had a girlfriend or boyfriend, he wouldn't be cheating on them, because he's 100% trustworthy like that, because mine and his mindset is the same in that way. He doesn't cuddle just his friends. He will hug me, hello and goodbye, but that's it. And I think that's great, because that's the way I am and that's the way I like to be. So you see, this is how asexuals can cheat, so don't think they can't. I know I have an aromantic friend that I haven't actually met in person, and I did talk to him about things, and he's saying, you know, how close and intimate he gets with his friends. And I said, you know, personally, to me, that if I was in a relationship with someone like that, that would be classed as cheating to me. And he said it made him really sad that I thought that way or felt that way, which I can understand. But obviously we're all asexuals, are all across the spectrum. I'm a heteromantic asexual, so pretty much I'm the same as I would be if I was in a heterosexual relationship, but without the sex. You know, I still have quite a lot of the same sort of limitations and sort of boundaries. Now, obviously, being in the asexual sphere, as it were, I've had to change a little bit in terms of some things, because, you know, it is a sort of completely different world. Like, I was in the heterosexual world for like years, and I kind of think the asexual world and the heterosexual world is completely different. But as this is Asexual Perspectives Awareness Month, it's interesting to see how much variance there is with different perspectives, you know. Some people, like I said, some are aromantics, though, or some people call them aromantics. I've always called them aromantics. Because I'm a romantic person, so maybe that's why. But, you know, some aromantic people, they see cuddling as fine. It's just something they do automatically with their friends. But like I said, because my perspective's different on that, and it's not something you should be doing with your friends, that to me would be seen as cheating if I was in a relationship with someone who did that. Do you see what I mean? It's all, that's what I'm saying about this being Asexual Perspectives Awareness Month. We've all got different perspectives. And when you're heading into a relationship with someone, or potential relationship, you need to get those perspectives nailed on the head to find out exactly what is acceptable and not acceptable to you, and whether you're even compatible in the first place. Do you see what I mean? So, yeah, asexual relationships can be just as complicated as heterosexual relationships and traditional relationships in general. So don't think just because someone's asexual that they can't cheat and that everything's going to run smoothly, because sadly it doesn't work like that. I really hope we all meet our asexual partner if we want an asexual partner. I do have to tell you about my friend. I'm not sure if I mentioned it on this channel before, but I have an asexual guy friend, and he was determined to get the love of his life girlfriend, and he came to a meet of mine last year, and he messaged me at the end of the year. He tagged me in a message that said about the fact, tag someone who's changed your life this year, which was last year, and he tagged me, and I'm like, why did I change your life? And he said, because your meetup, your asexual meetup, inspired me to go to other meetups, and that's how I met the love of my life. And he's really, really happy now. So you can find love, you can find happiness, and you can find a compatible person for a relationship. I know that him and his girlfriend will be together forever for the rest of their life now, and I'm so 100% happy for them. I couldn't be happier. He really deserves happiness and lots of love, and I think he was going to meetups for about 3 months, but he might watch this and correct me on that. Like a meetup around the UK, a different one every single week pretty much, to make sure he got the right person for him. And that's what you have to do if you're looking for a relationship, an asexual relationship. You have to put yourself out there. You have to be proactive and never give up. It's tough, you know. I still haven't found the love of my life yet, apart from myself. I love myself so much. I'm so used to not being in a relationship now. To be honest, I have relationship anxiety, which I don't really talk about that much, but I have mentioned it previously on this channel. And that basically means that, yeah, I like the idea of a romantic relationship. I would love a romantic foreign younger guy to kiss and cuddle and everything, but if someone was really serious about me wanting to be in a relationship with them, I'd kind of want to run a mile. I do still experience jealousy as well, even with a guy that I'm not even in a relationship with. If I like him more than a friend and I'm romantically attracted to him, I can feel a bit jealous, and I don't like that about myself, but it's something that's never gone away. Even though I've worked on myself and tried to rectify that, it's still there. So I kind of think, yeah, you're better off single anyway, Sandra, you know, then it doesn't matter. And then all these boundaries, I find all these boundaries actually really difficult for myself. Even though I have them, it's kind of hard, because it's like I've got this expectation, these boundaries of what's acceptable in a relationship, what's not. And maybe it would help me if I changed that and, you know, changed my mindset and was more accepting of more intimacy with just friends. Maybe it would be good for me to be like that. But at the moment, I feel like I don't agree with that. But if you're in a relationship, so maybe I'll change on that. I don't know. I'm going to keep myself flexible and open to that in case I do change, because I think you've got to change for whatever's best for you in your life and for a potential partner as well. And I think, you know, you've also got to find the right person that matches you in the first place, someone that you trust implicitly. I don't really trust many people 100%. I trust my friend Sam 100%, but we're not compatible to be in a relationship with, because he doesn't like kissing and I'm really into kissing. He's more into guys than girls aesthetically. So, you know, and I want a guy who I want a guy who wants me in an asexual way. I want a guy who wants to kiss me, wants to cuddle me, wants to hold me. I want that type of relationship. And obviously me and him are just friends. We couldn't do that with each other, because, you know, and he's not foreign anyway. So, but we're like the best of friends ever, and I totally trust him, even after spending 3 days in person with him. But I've known him on my asexual groups quite a while, so I kind of would like some of the qualities of Sam, like especially the trust. But with in a romantic relationship, I love his character traits, and I love the fact he's 100% trustworthy, and he's nudity repulsed like me, sex repulsed like me. You know, I love those qualities about him. Only believes that it's right to cuddle a person in a relationship, not outside of one, but is okay with hugging, hi and goodbye. And I just love all those character traits about him, you know. I would kind of really need a guy like who's got his character traits, but in a romantic relationship. And the fact I 100% trust him. I've never 100% trusted a guy before, so it's really weird for me to even say that, and only after 3 days of spending time with him. It's amazing. But I'm so glad that we're best friends forever, and we're really good for each other. And he might move to live near me at some point, so that'll be good if he does, so we can hang out more together. But yeah, I love my single life anyway. I've got so much stuff I've got to do, so much more asexual stuff to do as well. So yeah, it's amazing. So anyway, that's gonna wrap up day 14 of Asexual Perspectives Awareness Month. I hope you've loved being outside. I'm just going to spin you around again so you can see this beautiful scenery. And look at that, it's just stunning, isn't it? There's the sun beaming out. I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of hidden behind the trees. I had to hide behind the trees, because if I didn't come out behind the trees, oh, someone's got a top off, but I can't see their front half, so it's all right. Oh, I forgot to tell you, didn't I? When I was in London, I don't know if I told you, I went to the Thai restaurant with my ace friend and my non-ace friend, and they were having like a pride party, because it was the same day as Pride Day. And this woman got on a table and took her top off, and I saw her breast. It was disgusting, because I am nudity repulsed. It made me feel sick, especially when I'm eating my food. It's like, I don't want to see that. It's gross. Do you know what I mean? It's totally gross to me. It's like, ugh, put it away. I really don't want to see that. It's disgusting to me. Anyway, see, different perspective again. My ace friend that I was with, I don't know if he saw it or not. I don't think he did, but I don't think he was so fussed as me. My non-ace friend is not bothered one way or the other. But yeah, it was really grossed me out. And I know if my friend Sam had been there, then we would have been like both grossed out together. So I really like having him as like my best friend, because, you know, we really understand each other in that way. And there's not many people who are nudity repulsed. They're asexual. Despite the fact they're asexual, they still don't mind nudity. Some of them like it a lot. Some like, you know, to touch the naked body. And I don't like a guy below the waist. above the waist, great, but I'm not interested in seeing them naked below the waist. Thanks very much. Anyway, take care. I will see you on tomorrow's video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe down below. Don't forget to click that bell icon so you get notifications of every time I post a new video. And don't forget to share this video with your friends and comment below, because I'd love to hear what you think. Do you think asexuals are capable of cheating with what I've said? Or do you think, nah, cuddling anyone's absolutely fine? Anyway, leave your comments down below. I always love to hear from you, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care. Bye bye.